Welcome back to the Alliance Goal Digger podcast. My name is Rachael Auyer, and I am the co-owner of Alliance Prosthetics and Orthotics and the host of the Alliance Goal Digger podcast. I wanted to do a quick recap of what we accomplished this past year and do some forecasting for 2026. First, I want to say thank you to all of our listeners. Because of you, we've had over 1,000 downloads of our podcast. We're almost to 2,000. I am so excited that so many people are listening to this podcast. I wanted to personally thank every single listener for trusting us with your time. It is your most valuable resource. Next, I want to say thank you to all of our guests. We have had some incredible guests. Of course, my favorite, Jason, our other co-owner of Alliance Prosthetics and Orthotics. He came on and he trusted me with this cool opportunity to interview guests, let people hear what we do inside this clinic, as well as educate. The most important thing this podcast is doing is helping people understand what we do here at Alliance and how each person can move forward in strength, courage, and healing. Thank you, Jason, for coming onto the podcast and teaching us all the things. I wanted to thank all of our patients who came on and bravely shared their stories so that other people could hear from them. If you wanted a little insight, all of those stories are the most downloaded podcasts. We are so grateful to each and every patient and those patients that are not even treated at Alliance. Those that don't call Alliance home but came on just to make sure other people living with limb loss and limb difference could hear how they can overcome with triumph. I wanted to thank my producer, Laine Johnson, for believing in this project. Laine has done all the behind the scenes and she has gifted us the beauty of editing. So if you like anything you're listening to and you know Laine, please tell her thank you because she listens and she edits and she mixes to make sure that every single podcast is of high quality. Thank you, Laine. And lastly, I just want to thank the team at Alliance. Every single person who works at Alliance cares so deeply for our 5 core values. And they do that and then highlight our patients. So everything you're hearing on this podcast actually started in our clinics. I'm so grateful to how hard they work, and they're closing out 4th quarter right now, and they are hustling. They are making sure every patient that has a deductible that is going to overturn next year, that they get their devices before they get a new deductible. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I want to move forward with recapping what we learned. We learned about pediatric orthotics and the importance of early intervention. We learned about what's the difference between a prosthesis, prosthetic, orthosis, orthotic. We learned how to overcome in the middle of the worst tragedies. And we also learned how to make sound decisions when things don't go our way. I wanted to also highlight that we learned to have joy despite circumstances. And I learned that from every single patient that came on. And then we learned about advocating. We learned about this new legislation that comes live to our state next month. We learned how each patient can get involved and make sure that they understand their benefits. And we learned that no is a full sentence, as well as you can challenge a no. So if in fact you felt challenged and inspired, then we completed our mission this past year. I want to give you a forecast for next year. Next year, we're looking forward to having on some champions. I can't say all of their names, but we are excited to host those that really advocated down at the Capitol, but also are excelling here in the state of Georgia. We are going to have on some physical therapists who are going to talk about what it's like to do more than what insurance requires. So I'm excited to have that guest come on and share how she helps patients overcome instability and their personal mobility goals. Additionally, we are hoping to have on a counselor to talk about the need for mental health access for patients who have undergone limb loss and limb difference, and much, much more. For our listeners who would love to suggest a guest, we would love to have you DM us or look at the description box and follow the links and reach out and let us know if you know someone who you want to have on the podcast in 2026, as well as if you want to come on. So if you're interested in being on the podcast and you have a message that you want to share to our community, we would love to host you. So please reach out and let us know if in fact you want to be on or you know someone who wants to be on. As we close out this year, I just wanted to say thank you to every single guest, and also thank you to those that are living with limb loss and limb difference that download this podcast. We had this dream 7 years ago to host this podcast inside our clinic, so that way you didn't have to come inside another location, another appointment to have community. I hope those that are listening have curated their own community where they live and they've reached out and accessed the help that they need. Thank you so very much for listening to the Alliance Goal Digger podcast first season, and we look forward to our next. Thank you.